Never
Think,
had them.
just think about it. Just mini corn dog bites
Actually,
dipped
yeah.
in honey mustard sauce.
Or like I don't know why, but in that nacho, I think just dipping them in that nacho cheese could be so good.
Oh
Just
god,
this,
you
oh,
got
the
way
sound.
too excited there. But
Yeah.
yeah, I could see where you're going there. Nacho cheese, delicious. I'm a fan. I gained 30 pounds due to it.
And this push looks like it's gonna
Oh.
start to do some not enough Marines to take out that last roach, but
You ever notice that Marines sort of party as they die from Roach
yeah.
New? They're just like rocking out. They're like, I'm gonna die and be green. Well,
And it looks
friend.
like we have a five. I'd like to. I want to see a 7 racks come out of TQ Wannabe, but who knows? Right now he's going for that expansion,
He's
and
really powering up hard right now, though. Those 4-3 racks is another command center. Playing really standard, actually getting that gas now. Probably going to research stim at some point. And he's making a nice little wall off. And this is a good decision, I think. There's a lot of roaches on the way. This does sort of look to be an all-in, but actually he is moving that drone down. Going to throw down an expansion. So, going to transition into a standard game. Problem is, he's already about 10 workers behind, and doesn't look like TQ Wannabe is going to be stopping worker production anytime soon.
no. Ooh, Wolfens are going for the double expansion, trying to get himself back into this game. So should be if TQ Wannabe leaves him alone for the next couple of minutes, he can definitely take an economic or maybe not a lead, but get himself back into this game. Stim being started, and this 5 racks. Snap, yeah, there's the 7. 2 more. So 7 racks.
I really like the way Wolfenser is approaching this. He took out those early Marines, and when you do a 2-racks, you really need to have that Marine count stay high, because once you lose it, it takes a while to rebuild it, and you need to, as we saw, power up. And right now, we see that Wolfenser is really abusing that fact by making those 2 expansions. He's going to be perfectly safe until they get up. Terran needs stim or some sort of high-tech unit to really go out of their base in the mid-game. Mass Marine isn't quite enough when 2 Banelings can kill them all in one shot.
Or 4 infestors with 2 fungal growths each.
Yeah, that's true. I just lost a game last night because of that. Infestors are very balanced, guys. Very, very balanced.
They are. They're the most. I think they're too weak. Actually, they need to be buffed more.
You think infestors need to be buffed more?
Yeah, I'm only a Zerg player, so
Yeah.
the more buffs we get, the better.
I think Marauders should get Viking horns.
That would be sick.
Right? Because I feel like that's what Marauders are missing right now. They have like the giant unnecessary jetpack on the back that like doesn't do anything, and they have the cool grenade launcher arms. They just need a Viking helmet, and they'd be perfect.
Marauders look so badass. They look like that.
Oh, they look so cool.
If you saw the if you saw Iron, they look like the bad guy from Iron Man 1.
Do they really? Oh yeah, a little bit. A little bit. So yeah, Marauders took a break from Iron Man 1 to play StarCraft. Iron Man 1 was really good. Iron Man 2 wasn't quite as good. I mean, it was still good, but it wasn't like Tony Stark is awesome. Briefcase?
I love that
Oh,
briefcase. Yeah. That was worth that was worth the entire movie. That briefcase thing. Wow.
I actually have a wallet that does the same thing.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really important to be compact in this day and age, when everything is all iPhone this, iPhone that. And Stim has completed, as well as every single other upgrade for the Terran army, apparently. Except for, of course, Reaper Speed, because no one ever gets Nitro Packs.
I saw someone get Nitro Packs yesterday. It was amazing.
I actually saw Six Jacks Major doing a really cool Reaper build, sort of reminiscent of the old beta Reaper builds of the day. MLG, rather. But right now we do have TQ Wannabe moving down with a ton of units. And I don't really... I mean, theoretically, Wolfenster can win this fight if he places those Banelings perfectly, if he lands everything, but it's so unlikely. TQ Wannabe is at a 40 supply lead right now. Still at a 40 supply lead, now at a 50 supply lead. And this is just so many units. Oh, wow. Such a strong timing push.
Level 1 about to finish, and he should 11 Marines on the way.
Such great control by TQ Wannabe, putting those Marauders in first. And now the Marines are on the way. The Marauders stay back, use those concussive shells to tank the Baneling damage, and this game is pretty much over.
There's the nuts from Wolfenzer.
And TQ Wannabe winning with a Raven, I'm not even sure what to call that, a Murder Raven build.
Yeah.
And next game winning with a very standard Terran timing push. Good games all around. Congratulations to TQ Wannabe. You beat a Gold League player. You are advancing into the next round of the CGSL.
But we have to give definitely mad props to Wolfenzer for even stepping into the arena with TQ Wannabe.
Oh yeah, it takes a lot of guts to do that against Grandmasters level player. I personally would be crying, telling my friends, texting them, telling them, "Oh, I'm leaving you my Xbox 360 because I'm gonna die today against TQ Wannabe."
Yeah, and but a great game from both the Ravens was definitely such a beauty play.
Yeah, absolutely. That was really cool. I mean, kind of insulting, but kind of cool. And let's see, who is on my chat right now? What up?
What up, chat? How you doing?
What up, nerds? Watching StarCraft? Yeah, me too. We have 13 viewers. That's a lot of viewers.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we're on the sidebar of Team Liquid, that will be like the most popular sidebar outside the featured streamers.
Definitely. I have no doubt.
I kind of wish we were on the sidebar of Team Liquid right now. Stupid Team Liquid has not changed any names this month, and it's unfortunate because I have a name there and it's not Lose Fast TV, and I'm not going to start streaming until it's Lose Fast TV.
So,
Squiddy still having trouble with our stream. Sorry, Squiddy. You'll be able to watch eventually.
yeah, Squiddy, maybe you should, instead of being on Chrome, just try out any other browser, because you probably have at least one other. Either Explorer.
Chrome is a pretty good browser. I like Firefox personally. A lot of people are mad when I say that. They're just like, "Oh no, you use Firefox? Safari is so much better." Or Chrome is the superior browser. And I'm just like, I like Firefox. It's pretty cool.
I use Chrome when I'm not streaming, and I use Firefox when I'm streaming, because sometimes Chrome can, like, lag the stream a little bit.
Yep, absolutely. But they're all great browsers. And feel free to use any of them. I'm going to endorse them all right now. I am not directly paid by any of them. I am just a fat guy in my room talking about StarCraft. I'm not that fat. And don't call me fat. Stop calling me fat.
We won't anymore.
Okay.
I promise.
That's good. That's good. And we're just waiting for the
Zinrock,
next game right now.
Special shout out to Zinrock.
Yep, Zinrock, you have a badass portrait. No one uses that portrait for some reason, which is weird because he's the only blonde in the game. The only Aryan, rather. And you can always...
Hang on, I'm just gonna go run and grab some water quickly.
Okay. But the second he leaves, the game's gonna start, and it's gonna be like, "Oh no, where is Sandman?" And I'm gonna be like, "He's so dry that he needs to go get water." Just like my humor, ba-boom. Oh god. So I'm just gonna tell you guys stories from MLG that probably weren't on Team Liquid because I was there and you weren't. You might have been. If you were, you should say hi to me next time. I'm the one who's obsessed with all the pro gamers. But I'm watching the open bracket, right? And if you haven't been to MLG, you absolutely need to go. And the open bracket is basically like a sea of computers, sort of barely being organized by MLG. And I'm watching this Demuslim versus Axelav game, and they're both from Team EG, and they're pretty competitive. You can tell before the game that they had the death stare in their eyes. And they're playing, and Axelav cheeses the crap out of Demuslim, and Demuslim loses his game, gets knocked out, and And guess what? He picks up his keyboard, smashes it against the counter. Keys fly everywhere. The MLG staff, like pigeons, try to pick up each individual key. Muslim walks out a total baller, total BM baller. EG has many of those. And yeah, that's one story of fun breakings. I have other ones. I was watching TT1 versus... I actually forgot who was playing at that time. But a TT1 loses... stands up, splits his headset in half, and throws him, and it hits like 6 jacks DDE, and DDE is like really upset, and he's like, "Why you throw things at me? You only throw things at me because I'm so good, and you don't want me to win." And it was really funny because he was completely serious. And yeah, that's my MLG stories. Well, I have a lot more. Mr. Bitter did not jump my car. My car was dead in a parking lot at 3 a.m. and we were like yelling to Mr. Bitters to like jump our car, and Mr. Bitters was like, "Hey guys, thanks." We're like, "No, Mr. Bitters, we weren't complimenting you. We need your darn battery." And Mr. Bitters left us there. We waited for AAA. So yeah, next time you're watching Mr. Bitters stream, just be like, "You didn't jump Lose Fastest car, so you're not that cool." Let's see what else happened to MLG. I was watching Hey Pro versus Lucira. It was pretty epic. I was actually surprised how well of a fight Hey Pro put up. Lucira, obviously the better player though. And I'm just watching. I'm like in a crowd of people, and I turn to my right, and OGS MC is also watching Hey Pro versus Lucira, and he's standing 3 feet away from me. Like less, maybe like 2 feet away from me. I could smell OGSMC, and I turn over to him, and he's like, "Zerg Imba," and he walks away, and I'm like, "Oh my god, MC, talk to me!" I was so excited. Like, you have no idea how starstruck I was. All MLG, and there was just like people all around me the whole time. Like I was watching just random like open bracket, and like next to me, Naniwan Thorzin were just chilling out talking in Swedish. I was like, Jesus, how am I this lucky? But yeah, MLG was very fun. I got to meet a lot of cool people. And, yeah, you guys should definitely go to MLG. But the thing about MLG is, when you're there, you're just like watching all of the StarCraft, and you never get a chance to play if you're not like playing in the tournament. So next time I'm going to play in the tournament just so I could play frickin' StarCraft all weekend. My hotel room's bandwidth wasn't enough to play StarCraft, and it was horrible. I just wanted to play StarCraft so bad. Hi, Sandman. You missed all my cool MLG stories.
What were they about?
You know, TT1 and Muslim breaking gear, and
Nice.
OGSMC standing like 10 feet away from me. That's not true. He was like 2 feet away. I could smell it. I could smell the little Korean Protoss. He's actually not that little. And you know what? Lucira is actually really tall.
Is he?
Yeah. He's. I mean, for a Korean, you'd expect him to be a lot shorter, but I think I'll start us off since I've been talking.
Okay.
So, I am Lose Fast, and this is Sandman. We are watching the CGSL number 2, and right now we have that's a TQ Wannabe floating his command center to the gold. So we do have TQ Wannabe as the red tear, and I guess spawning at the gold location. And in the top position we have Cuz, the purple Protoss. I love that this tournament does not have the red and blue set matches. Players are allowed to pick their own colors, and I get a little tired of the red and blue after a while. Anyway, TQ
Whoa.
Wannabe landing.
Look at Cuz's.
What?
Sorry. Look at Cuz's the thing on his Nexus. That symbol. So cool.
Oh, that
I've never
is
seen that.
so cool. It's like a lightning bolt. Oh,
Yeah.
it's like the Harry Potter of Nexuses. And wow, Cuz, oh my, I'm like so impressed right now. Cuz moving to the Watchtower really early, seeing that gold expansion. I'm actually extremely curious as to how Cuz is going to respond to this. I personally would probably throw down a Forge, maybe Cannon Rush him.
Yeah.
And we're gonna see right now what he does like to do. He is getting that gateway right now. He needs to respond very quickly to this because TQ Wannabe loves steak, and he does have a gold base too. He also loves pork.
I am pork.
You are pork?
I am pork.
Wow.
I love pork.